So good afternoon. Hi, myself Bhavin Patel from Industrial Outlook. This is the fourth day at Elecrama 23, and we are seeing a good response throughout the event, and everyone is appreciating after COVID that scenario has to happen, and the engaging the business meetings and the old collaborators as well as the clients into this scenario. So, Mr. Ramneji, you are from the Modutech Ready Panels Private Limited, right?
That's right.
So, the panels, I think there are multiple modules available into the Indian panel industry. And while the CPRI tested or the conventional panels were in the fabrications building done into design format, and you have changed the entire industry for the modular panels, right? As the name said, Module Tech. So how have you come across the idea of doing the modular panels for to combine the multiple switchgears and all?
Okay, thank you for asking me that question. Uh, I started business in the year 1990, and like most panel builders, I started in a 1,000 square feet shed with conventional hand shearing and fly press kind of a basic equipment, and that's how the journey started. So there was a lot of ups and downs in the business. Sometimes when we were overloaded, we had to refuse orders. And when we were underloaded, I would sit with the telephone directory and keep calling all my customers. What really hurt me was my refusing orders when I was overloaded. And I was thinking, is there a better way to do switchboards? So 1996, I got an opportunity to go to Singapore, where I visited about 18 panel building units in about a week's time. And that's where I came to know that even in Singapore, you have conventional panel building, then you have the semi modular panel building. But what really stole my heart was a completely world class modular technology. It was a Danish technology which I pursued and went to several countries thereafter, got onto the drawing board, and in the year 2000, we released the modular technology in our own switchboard business. The day we introduced the modular technology, we dropped the welded technology like a hot brick, right? And one of the very good feedbacks I got from the shop floor was that, sir, my health has improved after we have moved from welded technology to modular technology. It's a totally greener technology. You avoid welding almost to the extent of 95%, and that makes a big difference. What it really did was it helped me to scale my business. It helped me to take on these ups and downs in the sales order position, and that is, the biggest deliverable what I see from a switchboard manufacturer's point of view. And the whole process gets very simplified, which was quite cumbersome earlier.
So that's fantastic, and I think the later on, like the 2000, wherein the none of the multinational companies were also into introduction of the modular panels. We were the first to introduce the modular panels into India, I guess.
Yes, I was, and that is thanks to the inspiration I got from the world around. When I realized that yes, there is something which is a better way to do it, and that definitely got me a lot of recognition. Definitely, I was able to attract a panel builder from Doha, Qatar, who came to me in 2013, and he asked me, can you do the IEC 61439 type test certification for me with Siemens switchgear and Modutech enclosures. So I said, why not? And that was my first brush with IEC 61439. So you see, when you do what is the latest technology, you also are able to attract the best in the world. And then, step by step, today we have 6 makes of switchgear for which we have the IEC 61439 type testing done.
That's great. So typically speaking, the six makes, unfortunately, almost one of them is not in India at present scenario. Like Alice is not so much.
Very much in India.
Yeah. So it is just the entrant, we can say. Yes. Right. So apart of that, the many Indian companies which is not into the list. So what are your future plans to enter into that with the IC 6149 with that company?
Okay, so before I get there, let me clarify that LS has been in India for more than a decade now, and initially they were in terms of white labeling. Now they have started on their own. They've got a big stall in hall number 3, which I would encourage you to go and have a look at. right? LS has particularly liked our products quite a bit. We have a big relationship going forward with them, as much as we have with other switchgear manufacturers as well. So there are many more switchgear manufacturers who are approaching us as far as can you get the IEC 61439 type testing done with us. And this, for IEC 61439, we have a vertical in our company which is focused on getting this kind of type testing done. So we are very happy to take up these kind of projects, and that would give us entry into the market in multi-pronged manner. And the philosophy of our company, as what is here, is simplifying panel building. So the more panel builders we are able to reach out this technology and help them to simplify panel building, that is what will give us our happiness.
So, in fact, now the technology has already moved, and the multinational major companies are also promoting this. And apart of this, government is also accepting this technology. So all the government infrastructure projects, not the metro, because metro technology has been adapted from somewhere, but the utility buildings of the government is also now adapting this kind of technologies. So it is change that you have initiated the long back. Is now the people are more aware about the safety norms and the standards, and adapting these standards based on the requirement. So it is very good for the industry. What do you see the future of this industry? Because entire industry is now moving towards industry 4.0 or the IoT. The panel enclosure itself is a huge thing, and there are lofty safety features has to be integrated. Have we done anything or willing to do anything towards the enclosure safety feature readiness towards the IoT industry 4.0?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not just safety; it's also sustainability. And there was, during the inauguration of Elecrama, Mr. Satish Pai, the managing director of Hindalco, he gave a very powerful speech in which he said that the earlier days people used to manufacture a product so that it can be well maintained. Today, the trend is that that alone is not enough. We need to make products which can also be recycled.
Absolutely.
So when you look at recycling it, there's no way a welded panel will meet that benchmark. So you have to get into modular, and we ourselves have the experience of having had to take back almost about 8 to 10 panels from a particular site because the builder who bought those panels from us went into some financial the point is, more than 80-90% of those enclosures we were able to reuse, and that is something fantastic. Point number one. Point number two is that the kind of speed with which we are able to make a modular panel, no welded panel will be able to match that speed. And today, with electricity generation increasing, and India has now gone from a power deficit country to a power positive country, surplus country, and the kind of demand for electricity is also going to go up in leaps and bounds. Electrical distribution can't wait, and we need to make it safe, reliable, and convenient. And all this, you have to move your technology forward into the modular sphere.
Not only to safe, reliable, and the convenient, but also the faster, right?
Absolutely.
And then this will help into due to COVID. There are many incidents happen that the manpower concerns areas with every industry had happened, and majority where the labor demand is more, that industry suffers a lot, right? And I think this will solve the majority of the concern areas for the labor, wherein the less manpower required and with the faster assembly time that can happen. So if you can share us the example, conventional panel to an modular panel, what would be the approximate assembly time frame in percentage gap can be around?
Talking of COVID and talking of being faster, let me share a story with you. During COVID, in Pune, there is the Serum Institute, and the whole country was dependent on Serum Institute for your vaccines. And as luck would have it, the panel board in Serum Institute Pune caught fire, and everybody were at their seat's edge, not knowing how to get this power back in place. So that is where the panel builder who took the order from them reached out to us Believe it or not, the day he reached out to us and shared the GA drawing with us, the frame bars and crossbars, the ones which make the skeleton of the panel, we were able to dispatch it to him the same night.
Oh,
Within the next 1 or 2 days, he was able to make the entire assembly, get the switch gears inside, put the bus bars, finish the power wiring. Seventh day, our doors reached his factory. 10th day, the panel was in Serum Institute, and the existing panel was removed, and this replaced it, and vaccines were available back for the country, right? So this is the advantage, and so it's not just faster, but it's also smarter, and it's greener.
absolutely yes, because it's a recyclable, so it is much more viable than the other thing. Because to scrap it other, we need to do it all the powder coating again and again. Into this case, the only doors or cover has to change. The rest of things will remain same. So that is fantastic. So what do you foresee into the India? It is widely accepted now, but there are many countries wherein this is again a dream for them to use it. So what is the future potential, not in terms of India, but the overall world for this kind of?
I think there is, when we talk in terms of faster, we have to look at seeing how we can take it even more faster, even more faster. And when you're talking about even more faster, you're also talking in terms of even more accurate, even more zero defect. So when you focus on all those aspects, the most important aspect to be looked into is software. And I'm happy to announce that we are demonstrating the Modsim software in this stall, and you just got to answer a few questions as a panel builder. You'll get a three-dimensional panel on the screen. You can adjust whatever you want to adjust, confirm that this is what you want, and then on a press of a button, it takes you to an Excel sheet where you have the entire catalog numbers of the mechanical bill of material with the product description, quantity, rate each, and amount. So there is a lot of transparency in the pricing, lot of clarity as far as what is the bill of material required, and you don't have to scratch your head in terms of, oh, I forgot to send this partition, I forgot to send that crossbar. That doesn't happen. So that is when you can scale your business. So I think this software, we are looking at seeing how to take it into 3 more stages. The second stage, which is ready again, is all the catalog numbers, you put it into another software which we have. It will give you the entire development drawings which needs to get manufactured. So this will go for all our panel partners, licensed panel partners. The third phase we are looking at is to do the busbar development as well as the component layout inside the panel. That should also come out in 3D. And the fourth phase will be integrating the mechanical with the electrical, which means that you estimate not just the mechanical aspect, but you also have the electrical. So which means we'll have all the data of Schneider Electric, ABB, Siemens, L&T, LS, Mitsubishi, everyone's detail will be available, so that for the panel builder, it'll be a one-stop shop where he goes and gets his mechanical and electrical bill of material as well as costing very clear. So if once the clarity is there, then the speed is automatic.
Absolutely. So that would be even more faster, as you said, and more greener, because the manpower for the design a small device takes a huge lot of time. Based on his experiences, they may have the problem of selection, as you said, and they forgot to order something, and then later on the deliveries or the that affect into the entire market. Right? So not only the sustainability, definitely the fast sustainability can happen with the more greener support, and the people will have a time to look at the more research and development. So thank you very much for your key insights into the panel. Definitely this will be going on a bigger way for the and leading India towards the tech savvy nation, which is not there at present scenario.
It's not there as much as one would want it, but we are on our way, and it will happen.
Absolutely. So the leading on the way to technology, thanks to you and the Motec. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.